What is up, everybody? So we are back with the next video. Today's video is going to be about diets versus diets and exactly what is best for... Did you eat this morning? What? Dude, I told you a million times before 12 o'clock, not happening anymore. I literally only had eggs and some black coffee. Dude, chill. You want to look like Zac Efron? Just quit your carbs. Or you can just cut out all meats and dairy. Dude, that's the dumbest. You good, bro? Before we get started, I want to do a little disclaimer. I am not going against any diets. Like I said always before, whatever works for you best is what's going to work. But make sure that you're not risking your own health or going to draw back your progress from the wrong choice or something that you know you can't maintain long term. Alright guys, so for the first diet we're going to talk about is not only the one that I actually took the most part in for my own diet, but also the one that I kind of know the most about, I'd say, is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is basically, in the simplest terms of explaining it, is eating in a very specific time window. Now, what I chose to do during my diet was I ate from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Some people choose a larger window or even a smaller window. Smaller than 8 hours is kind of hard to get all your daily calories in and all the right nutrients for your body to still maintain energy and also proper diet for your muscles to recover. But for me, 12 to 8 was the golden time. That's the time that I really truly found it worked for me, and it wasn't too hard to wait till 12 to eat. It wasn't too hard to stop eating at 8 o'clock. Just make sure if you're starting intermittent fasting, the most important thing is you do not want to be eating at least 4 hours before you go to bed. You want to give your body all the time it needs before it sleeps to break down any calories you ate that day, any fats or any carbs, to make sure that you're burning straight fats that workout or that night while you're sleeping. The next one, guys, I have been asked about so many times in comments and in DMs, is water fasting. And I cannot stress enough, it is extremely dangerous to count on your body to only use water for its energy, for its food supply, everything. I mean, your nutrients cannot come from only water. You need proteins, you need essential fats, you need carbs, you need fiber, you need potassium, you need your vitamins. You need to make sure that all those things are still staying handled while losing weight, or you're going to have health risks and problems throughout the whole journey. The next thing, or the next diet I'd say, is vegan. Vegan's also an eating lifestyle. It's not just a diet, but you can transform it into a diet property if you're eating unhealthy at the current moment. So this is really good for blood sugar levels. It helps you regulate that red meat and that protein that goes to your body a lot of the times too much and too often. If you do choose to do the vegan diet or a portion of it, you can get your protein through beans, chickpeas, almonds, grains. Make sure you're still getting the proper amount of protein. You do not want to have any deficiencies while doing this diet or miss out on any energy for your workouts or exercise. The next diet we're going to be talking about is kind of a diet and kind of more of what I used. I call it is a raw kickstart. So this is called a Daniel fast, and this is when you eat all raw made things. So it's just raw vegetables, raw fruits, and only water. What I mean by what I use for my raw kickstart is this diet, as other ones, seemed like something I couldn't really maintain long term. I knew I wasn't going to go 6, 8, or 10 months of just eating vegetables, fruit, and water. So what I needed to do was prove to myself mentally that I was ready to lose weight. And when I knew it was my last hoorah and I was going to give everything I got to make sure I lost the weight, no matter what diet I picked, is when I started sculpting my own diet. And when I did that, I needed to break my current habits with a commitment to myself with a very yes and no cookie cutting diet. Now guys, I lost 28 pounds through those 21 days, but I gained every single one of those pounds back before I started my main journey. All those pounds came back because, like I said before, when my body started feeling carbs or real lean meat protein again, it started holding on to it like never before because it didn't know it was the next time it was going to see it. It was almost like starvation mode, but starving yourself from proteins and carbs and actual solid foods that your body's looking for to recover your muscles and sustain your energy levels. What I recommend, if you think you're someone who might benefit from this commitment of a fast, start with a 5 to 7 day Daniel fast and do that micro commitment to yourself, having those yes and no answers, not how many grams are in this and how many grams are in that. You simply know just from looking at the food if I'm allowed to have it or if I'm allowed not to have it, and you can make that mental flip with yourself to know you're ready to lose weight. There's nothing in your head. There's no back voice telling you, is this the time? Am I going to actually stick to it? This is all you now. You've decided, and you decided to only eat fruit, vegetables, and water for 7 days. If you can complete that diet, think about how much more rewarding brown rice with chicken is going to be, or your morning meal of oatmeal, almond milk, and eggs. It's going to taste a lot better than just a banana with a glass of water. And guys, for the last diet, and what I'd say is the winning diet, is a diet that you make for yourself, that you know you can stick to long term. All of these diets have positive and negative traits of them. Even the water fast. If you have enough commitment to only drink water, then there's no reason why you cannot stick to a diet where you're eating healthier or essential nutrient foods, because you just proved that you let your body only drink a non-flavored liquid. So imagine upgrading to having foods and all of those things. You know the foods you like, you know the foods you don't like, and you know exactly what diets sound too dramatic to yourself and too overwhelming with too many rules and regulations against the foods you can eat. Make sure you're making your own diet out of this, guys. Pick the little things that are positive out of each and every diet and make your own routine. Make something that you can stick to long term for yourself. And that's what I had to do myself. I researched all of these diets. None of them sounded like something I could do. I knew I could do intermittent fasting. I could do carbs in the morning and slower carbs throughout the day, split meals and stuff like that. But it wasn't until I truly decided to write this down and figure out that I was ready to start after that raw kickstart that I needed to make my own diet. So yeah, guys, just make sure that you take this very seriously and you don't do anything to risk your own health with diets. We have the same body our whole lives. Don't risk damaging it over a diet that you're trying to do to help be a healthier body or a better version of yourself. Make sure you pick something that you want a different lifestyle with. These are diets to help you get used to it and help you lose weight. But the end goal is to, at the end of your journey, you want a whole lifestyle switch. You don't want to eat the same foods you were eating before. You're not looking for those foods. You understand how much more these healthy foods give you strength, energy, how much better you overall feel in the morning when you wake up and you don't feel so drowsy from all of those other processed fats and sugars. It's super important, guys, that you get on a good basis with your own stomach, your own head, and know what you want to eat and know what's best for you. All right, everybody, so that is everything for diets versus diets and what works best. Again, guys, this is off my own opinion, but it is off of things I've looked up and researched. I really hope you guys took away something with this. I really hope you learned something. I hope you can put it into your fitness journey if you were questioning which one to start with or what diet is most important. Also, if you're struggling with your own fitness journey and need some extra advice or tips on what you're doing wrong, you're not seeing progress, do not hesitate to DM me directly, guys. I will answer back as soon as possible. I always try my best. I'm gonna go grab some sushi with the boys because after talking about all those foods and diets, I am starving. Be safe, y'all, and I'll see you soon.